Kershaw County investigators are looking into how a woman's body ended up in a donation bin. The body of 47-year-old Leslie Lemoyne was found in a bin behind the Camden West Inn on New Year's Eve. Lemoyne's daughter, Hannah Gates, says that she's been searching for her mother for 9 months, and this discovery is giving her and her family some closure, but there's still questions. Our Ashley Jones spoke to her today.
Leslie Lemoyne's daughter, Hannah Gates, says she drove by the Camden West Inn for 9 months during the search for her mother, not knowing that her body was just a few feet away. This is the bin where 47-year-old Leslie Lemoyne's body was found on New Year's Eve. Hannah Gates, Lemoyne's daughter, says she and her family have been on the search for her mother since March.
I feel like we're getting some closure that we've needed for 9 months, and it's hard, but we're all processing it in our own ways, and we know it's still a journey to, get justice for her.
That journey begins with finding out how her mother died and how she ended up in a donation bin that was left unchecked for months.
We're assuming that the location we found her in was just where her body was dumped at. So it's a dump location, not necessarily the location of where she passed away at.
Kershaw County Sheriff Lee Bone says now with a positive ID, they can move forward in the investigation.
And we'll start tracking from there, trying to figure out what happened to her and who put her in the clothes bin.
The coroner, David West, initially believed it would take up to 6 months to get a positive ID, but he says a tattoo on Lemoyne's calf that her daughter recognized sped up the process. But with the condition in which the body was found in, it'll make it a little more difficult to find out how she died.
We go next to toxicology, try to pull some kind of tissue, stuff like that, and they were lucky enough to pull some of that. So we go in there, we'll do that part. That will be sent off for testing.
That will show if Lemoyne had drugs in her system. They're also planning to send her bones to an anthropologist to look for trauma. The next step for Gates and her family is to gain legal custody of Lemoyne's 10-year-old daughter, Haven. And while she says she now has a sense of peace, she was hopeful that her mother would one day return.
I played the conversation so many times in my mind. At first I thought I'd still be mad. At first I was yelling, where have you been? And as time went, it just got to the point where I just wanted to hug her and tell her that I forgive her.
Gates says she will remember her mother as a kind and generous woman. Right now, investigators are gathering statements from the community and surveillance footage from behind the hotel. Reporting here in Kershaw County, I'm Ashley Jones, WIS News 10.